fellow Star Wars fans, my name is Starruptor and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Star Wars comics for the first time in over a month, so I'm really excited to dive into our two issues we have. This week we have Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 3, and from IDW we have Star Wars Adventures, The Clone Wars Battle Tales, issue number 2. So let's start off with Marvel and looking at this awesome cover of Bosk going in for the kill on Violent Valence. So if you guys don't remember what the first two issues were about because they released months ago, I'll try to do my best to give you a quick refresher. It's all about a previous job years ago. This is, during the Galactic Empire when Violent Valence, this cyborg, is working alongside Boba Fett and Bosk, and their leader of this mission kind of backfired and killed their person they were supposed to protect, and then it causes these two clans, the Mourner's Wail and the Unbroken clan, to have this big war that is just going on for years, because then what happens is years later there's this person resurfaces, this criminal resurfaces, and now Boba Fett and we have Bosk and we have Violent Valence who all have a vendetta to go after this target, and they're going to all drop everything they've done because this person has really messed up each and every one of their lives. So we go back to the current time here where the last issue number 2 left off, when we have Bosk and we have Valence fighting it out because Valence has found the location, we think, of where Nagano Lash is. Nagano Lash is the character. She is a female Nalin, which is pretty cool to see that every once in a while. So yes, that is where this issue picks up. We have Bosk, we have Valence fighting it out. We have a cyborg versus a Trandoshan. It's one heck of a violent battle, and it is, you just think one person's going to win, and then Valence comes out on top, then Bosk comes out on top. So it's kind of a tug of war, and then there's a flashback in the story which really depicts their anger and resentment toward each other, going all the way back to that original mission that they were on, which was before things hit the fan. So this issue didn't have a whole lot of storytelling as far as like advancing the plot forward. It was mainly a big action piece, but I'm okay with that because comics, it's nice to have an issue where you just have all out action. And I think the artist here is very good at what he does. The coloring here is excellent. It really has that kinetic, dynamic feeling, especially with the lettering too. The large letters saying crack as somebody's getting their skull cracked, and it's just a lot of fun seeing that. Some things I want to point out here is Nagano Lash's ship was a Hammerhead cruiser, what everybody was on before the mission went south. That's pretty awesome. Valence has synth skin. I know that was a big thing in the EU. Remember, this character originally came from the EU, so it's nice that they're kind of bringing stuff back. I don't think in the canon yet that we really have any kind of reference to that sort of thing. There's also a moment in this issue where Valence, way back when, is going to give a transmission to this character of Urella Vega on Chorin, and that is a callback to Target Vader, which is another bounty hunter story with Valence trying to kill Darth Vader and him getting involved with the Empire, and it has a lot more of the history about Violent Valence. So if you want to know more about Valence, first off, you should read Imperial Cadet, which is originally introduced in, and then you go into Target Vader, which is a prequel to this story. I think that this is definitely an issue that will appease the fans that are involved with wanting to see more of bounty hunters fighting each other. Right, the premise of this story is we want to see Boba Fett, we want to see Bosk, we want to see Valence, all these guys duking it out. They're going to eventually maybe team up to try to get this person, but for now they are not friendly with each other in the slightest. So what do you guys think of Bounty Hunters number 3? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. And next up, as I mentioned, we have Star Wars Adventures, The Clone Wars Battle Tales issue number 2. This one picks up where the last one left off, in which we have Obi-Wan, we have Anakin, we have Plo Koon, we have Commander Wolffe, Commander Cody, as well as Captain Rex, all on this planet for the Republic, trying to get this planet for the Republic. But then you also have the Separatists represented by Count Dooku as well as Asajj Ventress, and there's a lightsaber duel between Asajj Ventress and Count Dooku and Obi-Wan and the rest of the Jedi. So they're engaged. They need the clone troopers to go out there on their own and help out the citizens while the droids are trying to take them over. So that is the whole crux of the story. It goes into a flashback where the clones were able to rely on themselves, and it goes to this really cool battle where it almost looks like it's a Cloud City type of facility. The clone troopers drop in, from their assault ships. They're using jetpacks. They go to the side of the building, then the D-Wing droids come out. Remind you, this is a Techno-Union planet. You have some kind of Tambor, not Wat Tambor, but maybe his brother that's in control of this thing. And it turns out that they're doing pretty well, but they can't take the place over. And it is Plo Koon that saves them, but they do most of the work. And that is, I guess, the premise of the story is, hey, the clones are very good on their own. They don't need a Jedi in particular to get them to succeed. We see plenty of Clone Wars episodes like Rookies, like the Umbar arc, where they are perfectly fine on their own. Some interesting things to note in this issue is that Wolf doesn't have his prosthetic eye, or his messed up eye in that case. We have the Wolf Pack attacking from the sky. I think that's just a really striking, cool visual, and seeing Plo Koon fly around his Jedi Starfighter. It's nice to see a D-Wing droids, and Obi-Wan and Anakin have had a prior engagement with Asajj Ventress. It's mentioned in there that, hey, you know, I've seen you guys before. So remember, this is taking place before the Battle of Christophsis. So this is really early on in the Clone Wars and leads more credence to my, like, kind of headcanon of Season 1 of Clone Wars by Tarkovsky is actually canon, because that's when Anakin first, I think, fights Asajj Ventress. But anyway, what do you guys think of this issue? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. If my sources are correct, I think we won't have any comics next week, but we'll come back on July 8th, and we should have Star Wars Adventures issue number 32, which will be the last issue of that series, and they're going to restart at number 1 eventually after that. So that's going to do it for this week's comics. Let's talk more in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars, I have plenty of coverage on Star Wars Squadrons, and I will have my review for Star Wars Alphabet Squadron Shadow Fall very soon. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, so that way you don't miss any of that content. That's going to do it for me, Staraptor. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Staraptor.